Yo, what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Fire Squad podcast. My name is Sam, and right there on the bottom, we got JC, and we got two very special guests with us today, part of the Modest Artist podcast, or Modern Artist podcast.
I got it right the first time.
Oh, Modest.
Yeah,
My bad. We got our boy. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Diego, co-host.
I'm Alan, the other co-host.
Yes, sir. This shit's gonna be a good podcast too. Last time we had it with Juan, another fellow podcaster. Now we got it with you guys.
Bro, we went in with Juan.
Yes, sir.
And then what's dope is we got co-host me and Sam.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, because Juan is just by himself.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
So what's it about? Just him on his own doing his thing?
Just him on his own, doing his thing.
Yeah, that fool on our podcast, he was like 18 shots deep, bro. Literally, he just kept on taking shots and shots.
Hey, that fool had a bottle
on his
he was
window.
next to his window or something on his desk, and then he had a little window right there. He had the vodka right there. He had a little shot cup every single time, bro. Just pop.
Were y'all drinking with him, or he was just doing this on his own?
We didn't even know. We were 30 minutes in, and then we're like, "Hey man, this was taking shots." Bro. And then later throughout the video, he was just he was gone, man.
Yeah,
That's funny. I love Juan. That was funny.
Anyways, how are you guys doing today?
Good.
Doing good.
Surviving the quarantine.
Yeah, man. I feel like I'm starting to lose my mind a little bit, but not at the same time. But, I'm going to be straight for this remainder. Hopefully it's not that long. You know what I mean?
It's probably going to be stupid long, bro. I don't think it will. I mean, honestly, once this thing's over, I still don't think we'll be back to normal, bro. It's going to take a long-ass time for everything to recover and everything.
As long as we can maintain it, man, that's the main thing. Because to stop it is not going to happen. But what's it called? To maintain it, man, at least semi-control it, that's the best case scenario, bro. And I'm looking towards July, August-ish.
Yeah. So,
Yep.
Have you guys heard that the cops are starting to pull people over now?
Wow.
Now?
Yeah, my mom said that there was a guy that was going into work this morning, and he got pulled over. Got pulled over from the cops, and they're like, "Yo, what are you doing out in the street? You're supposed to be at home." He's like, "Oh, I'm just going to work."
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So then he told their boss, and he sent it out to corp. Yeah. No, the cops called the store, to make sure that he was going to work.
He was going.
Yeah, and then the company sent out an email and to print out to all the associates so they can show the cops that their letter that they're going to work and stuff.
Damn.
Oh.
Damn. That's crazy.
I didn't think it was that bad.
I didn't think so either, bro.
Yeah.
But
I know. The army was sent down to a beach in Cali.
Oh yeah.
Because it's too many people, or what?
It was packing with people.
Yeah,
So
some people aren't taking it seriously.
So if you get pulled over and you're heading to work, but your business isn't non-essential, what happens then? I mean, it's not essential.
Well, I mean, all of the non-essential businesses are already closed. So, I mean, I don't know about that, but
Mine's not.
where you work at?
Bro, this guy outing himself right now.
Bro,
We'll edit it out.
No, it's
Yeah.
I'm working at this beauty school. We're an online store, and I still have to go into the office every day.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I know, hopefully no Vegas police department guys watching this or else.
Yeah, hopefully.
How do they determine what's non-essential and what's essential? Because is in and out essential?
Yeah, food, hospitals, pharmacies. I think daycare.
It's essential to me, bro. I can't live without In and Out.
I had some today, bro. And the line, huge, dude. Huge line. It went to do you guys know the In and Out on the east side on Charleston?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right there. So you know how there's like a 99-cent store right across
I
from
was
it?
about to say, yeah, there's like a
Yeah.
9.
So the In and Out trails from like its regular line, and it went all the way to like the front of 99-cent store. It was
Damn.
crazy long.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, it's usually pretty long, but like not to that, you know?
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
never seen it that long before.
I mean,
Yeah, I've
I
never
wouldn't
seen it.
consider fast food essential, but I mean, I don't know. I guess I mean it helps some people keep their job, but then I heard some people they
That's
weren't
good.
taking like the proper like sanitation things, and I was like,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
Damn.
heard a lot about that.
I don't
Damn.
know. How's it? How's it? I mean, obviously, you know, it affected all of us doing podcasts because you know we meet up and do our podcasts and stuff. But I mean, where's your guys' studio? Do you guys have like your own? You said in your dorm, right, or in your apartment?
Yeah, so I live in this apartment building right across UNLV, and that's where we do it
Oh,
in the study rooms. Um,
mm.
and since I think it was like last week, they closed all those study rooms, so we can't do it in there.
Have they closed
And
the campus now?
they closed UNLV already, yeah.
Ah, damn. So you can't even go in. Like, let's say if you didn't have a laptop or the proper resources to do your online studies, you can't go in.
Well, the whole campus is closed.
Yeah, I
Damn.
Yeah,
heard
like
that.
everything. The library, the dorms, everything. They got the some people from the dorms are coming over to our apartment building because it's right across the street, and they're like doing short-term living there for like, I don't know, a month, I think.
Is it
Uh,
do you guys attend UNLV, right?
no, we both go to CSN.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and saying that everything's online, so kind of.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
Damn, that's crazy. Which CCN do you guys go to?
the one on Charleston.
Charleston.
Oh, I go to North Las Vegas.
I used to go there. I actually like it more.
Yeah,
Not
it's
as
more, I
busy.
mean, it's more close to me. West Charleston, bro. I live on the east side, like deep in the east side, so it's like it takes a
Like
whole hour to get there. Yeah,
Whole
it's
like by
hour.
across
the Air
town.
Force, like the base.
Yeah, exactly by the base. Yeah,
Oh
like really
yeah,
close to that. Yeah.
damn, yeah. That's yeah.
So it
That's
takes me
pretty
a
far.
minute to go there. But let's talk about y'all podcast because it's honestly very similar to like what we trying to do too. Because you guys do podcasts with artists, right? Like artists like rappers, singers.
Yeah, the painters,
Yeah. Okay.
photographers,
Yeah. Yeah. That's dope, man. So try and put Vegas on the map.
pretty
Yep.
much. Yeah.
Nice.
When'd
And
you
what
guys?
was he?
Oh,
Yeah. When'd you guys start?
yeah.
Kind of
Uh,
started. I mean, I'd say the idea of starting a podcast was probably in November, and then this me and Alan kind of talked it out, and by the end of December, we were recording our first one, and we were recording it out of a kitchen. Like we didn't like
mm.
have
Yeah.
anything. Yeah, it was like we did get the equipment, like the mics and all that stuff, but the recording itself was like in a kitchen, and our
Right.
first two you could tell.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's dope. So
Funny.
you guys started like in January.
yeah,
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah. So
First
you guys.
episode came out January 15th, I think. Yeah.
That's dope. So you guys were like, all right, 2020's our year, you know, we about to do
Yeah.
Yeah.
good. And then so far, man, 2020's been,
It's
oh
been
my
terrible,
God.
man.
Yeah.
That's
Everybody.
what me and Sam, we were like, hey, man, 2020's our year, baby. But like, nah, bro, it's been the
They
opposite, man.
fucked it up.
It's
It's
been
2020
crazy.
is nobody's year.
bro. It started
Yeah,
off
the
hella bad, bro.
Corona is
Like
it.
me and JC, or the Fire Squad brand, I guess. We threw a party in January,
Yeah.
and since then, bro, it's been bad, bro. Cause our
The
party
whole-
got shut down, and
yeah.
so like ever since then, it's just been terrible. And the whole
Yeah.
theme of our party was start this shit off right, and it
Yeah.
was not right at all.
Like it was starting the year off right, man. It was lit, man. It was lit. It was the 30 minutes it lasted. It was dope. It was so dope.
It got shut down
Was
quick.
it that loud or what? How was the party itself?
Nah, woo, man. There's a long story behind it, but basically, one of our homeboys, you know, he was like gone, like next level gone, and then somebody over here with the headphones, Samuel Cortez, let him go downstairs.
Me? Are you tripping?
Yeah.
Hell
you
no.
he went through you, bro.
You're tripping.
He told me everything,
That fool.
and then
I'm gonna say his name right now. Get that fool in trouble.
Just out him.
but basically that
Definitely
fool
not me.
he went downstairs and then like a security guard approached him and they're like, "Yo, like you're good or whatever." And then he's really young, so he looks underage. And then he was like, "Yo, like where did you come from?" He's like, "Oh, this room right here."
Oh my
He didn't,
god.
he didn't know what he was doing, and then they popped in, and then at the time I wasn't 21, so what's the call? And the room was in like it was under my homegirl's name. So then like I didn't want to get her in trouble and stuff, so shut
Yeah,
down.
we had to shut it down. I mean, they were cool with the party aspect. Just they were like, just they were checking IDs, to see
Yeah,
who's over
Okay.
21, and like, cause they weren't even tripping about noise or like nothing. They were just like, okay, we can't have
nah,
underage people here, and
yeah,
Got
that's
yeah.
it.
we were all
Hmm.
Where
underage
was it at?
at the Bally's.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you
Yeah,
if you guys ever trying to do something there though, that's the spot. That place is lit.
just make
wait,
Only
how
sure.
don't.
come?
It's
It's
cause
huge,
it's a
bro. It's
party
like
room, bro. Like it's a
it's,
party
yeah,
suite.
yeah.
Oh
Oh shit.
shit.
Okay.
It's meant for them. Yeah.
Nice.
Like
And then if you
literally,
check in early, side note, if you check in early, you get to pick what color of it because there's four of them,
and
four suites.
then it had like
Alright,
a
yeah.
pool table. It had a bar.
Oh,
It had hella shit. It
Woo!
had two bedrooms, but it was like all connected, like hella big. Yeah, it's actually I really recommend that room for anybody that wants to throw a party.
Trying to
But
throw a party.
I'm down. Like if
yeah,
me and JC were to ever do another hotel party, like that's the first place we're going to right there. We're just
yeah.
being more like strict on
do do a
ages.
Yeah.
quarantine's over party.
Yeah.
Hey, for real. Nah, you know what I've been thinking, bro? I've been telling everybody we gotta have a barbecue. Like, the
Oh,
vibe will be so lit. Like, it's in the park, playing volleyball, having, cooking some burgers. It's gonna be lit.
After all this is over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
man. Anyways, what's like your guys' inspiration, I guess? Like what because was it just a random thought, like, hey, let's just do a podcast, Or how did
uh,
this
so the idea came up between me and Diego.
right?
Diego's a musician, and he likes to
Mm,
listen to
mm.
podcasts. And so I barely started listening to podcasts back in December, or not
Oh
December.
wow.
Before that, October,
Okay.
and I was like, how come there aren't any Vegas podcasts? I couldn't find any.
Mm.
And so we were like, fuck it, let's just do it our own. And we're like really into the music scene, the art scene, um, and we just like talking to people, basically.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so we started it. We didn't know what we were doing with the equipment. Anything. It was like the first time we knew what a Tascam was, and we're just
Uh,
messing around with it, just doing our thing. And we did the first episode with Diego's friend Nate. He's a local painter, and we
mm.
after that it skyrocketed. We just like doing it. We kept on doing it, and now we're like towards the end of our first season already.
One
Wow.
episode short to be exact. We didn't even
Yeah.
get a chance to record it.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's
Damn.
dope, man. That's dope. What's it called? What about you two? How did you guys were you guys always just friends and buddies from high school, or like what's your guys' history?
Yeah. Basically, we met in high school. He was a year above me, so I used to hang out with him and like at the time I guess his group of friends, and then I became part of the group. So then we've been friends for like a good like 4 or 5 years maybe.
When did you guys
Yeah, we
graduate?
got like
Me 2017.
And
I
you
graduated
Hey,
2016.
2017.
2017
Let's
right here,
go.
baby.
Wait, what high school did you guys went to?
A-Tech.
A-Tech. A-Tech is that's on the east side, right?
It's like
Uh,
on Rancho and
um,
Bays Drive.
yeah, around
Oh,
there.
okay.
So it's like
Yeah,
more downtown.
it's like in the
Hey, did,
middle.
did Carlos go to A-Tech, Sam? You know?
Nah, they all went to ECTA.
Hector. Oh no.
Yeah.
Damn, we went to Rancho, man. That's the
How was that? Any crazy shit go down there?
Oh,
Uh,
every day, bro. There's like a
Yeah.
fight, a ratchet fight every day, man.
yeah,
It was so whack. Like
you would
it
just
was
see
like,
weave on the floor.
there's like weaves on the floor all the time. Like it was just some ghetto stuff. Like it was like
We
so
didn't
whack.
see we didn't see any fights whatsoever. In my 4 years, I never saw it.
Bro, there
What?
was a fight like our first
Wait,
day of
actually, I
freshman
did see
year.
one.
You saw one?
What?
Probably wasn't
Like
connected.
there was like a in our what is it called? Like to go out to the yard, there's like a little airlock, if you will. So there's
Uh-huh.
like three sets of doors. And one time I was just walking through there, and then I saw these two dudes that were. I mean, you always seen them together, so you figure they're friends. And all of a sudden, they're like going at it. Everybody's like, "What the hell?" Like everybody's just looking
Oh
through.
my
The
God.
doors were closed. Everybody was just kind of peeking through the through the glasses on both sides, and
Jesus
they were
Christ.
just fighting. I never like found out why or whatever, but I was surprised at the fact that the two dudes were fighting. I was like, damn, that's not some shit.
They were
Damn,
homies
I,
that's
too.
crazy. That's a whole different environment there, Sam. That's peaceful, man. I would like to go there.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
in Rancho, it was something every single day. It was either a fight or like these two, like kids get caught in the bathroom, like either smoking, doing freaky stuff. Like
for real.
it's
Yeah.
always something, bro. Always something. Like,
We even had
and
like a lockdown because there was some like what was the
oh
chemical or
my
whatever?
God.
There was
Look, I was in this classroom actually. So basically, I don't know, it was on the news. It didn't make it to like Fox and all the on the news. It was our sophomore year, so 2015, I think, 2015. Um, some kid, he brought in chemicals, like some type of weird chemicals to class, right? So he could play with it. And then and I was in the class
oh
where they actually
it was
where they
gallium.
popped
I
gallium, yeah,
remember
which is
now.
like a silver gooey, like it's so weird. I don't know what they were trying to do with it, but basically, like they were playing with it, and one of the kids, his fingers started turning green, and some others started turning green. It was so weird. I was like literally like 2 rows next to them, and I just saw them playing. It was like three like like those nerdy guys, and then they're just playing with it, and I was like, yo, what are you guys doing? Like I was like, whatever, man. And then out of nowhere, like the school gets locked down, everybody
To
to
the
the field,
football field.
the football field, yeah. And then everybody who was in that room had to go in like quarantine. They had to go in quarantine into like the office or something.
Yeah.
And then they didn't ask me, which is so surprising because I was like there, I saw it. And then but I was on the field, so I don't know, I was safe, I guess, or I was exposing others.
Bro.
And then
What's the deal with gallium though? Like, why were
I
their fingers
No,
turning green?
so it
no
was
idea.
in your class, JC, they were playing with it, and then
Yeah.
in my chemistry class, there was a girl
Mhm.
who took some. Like a girl had it because I guess the kid let her have a piece. And
Right.
then my chemistry teacher saw it. It's funny, it was a chemistry class. So my chemistry teacher saw it, and she's like, "What is that?" Oh no, the girl came up to her like, "Look what I have." Blah blah blah. And the chemistry teacher was like, "What is that?" And she's like, "Oh, I don't know." And then Miss Charette, JC, how crazy she is.
Oh yeah.
So
No.
she was
Yeah,
like,
this
she
teacher yeah, she overreacts. Well, not she over yeah, she
she was just
overreacts.
psycho, bro. So she's a chemistry teacher, so she's all crazy, and she's like, "Oh my god, this element has this properties. It has the melting point of this." Da, 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 da. Da. She's like, "This is mercury. It's mercury." So then
Oh, you're right. It
she
was
reported it to the office, and she's like, "They have mercury in the classrooms, blah blah blah." So like the whole bro, like the CDC, bro, had to come to our school, bro.
Shit.
There was dudes in like the whole white suits and everything coming in.
it, it was like Monsters Inc. It was like
I was just thinking about that too.
It was literally Monsters Inc., bro.
what is the sock thing called? I always forget it.
The code or whatever,
Oh, I mean, the
23,
code, yeah.
19, something like
Code
that.
19 or something like that. Man, no, but Rancho was wild, bro. My siblings go to Rancho now. They're all going to Rancho. So for some reason, I'm like, bro, why do you guys go there? You guys have better options, man.
It's
You
way
guys are where?
different now though than it was when we went.
Oh, it's a prison now. Like if you go around it, it's like there's literally gates on every side. You cannot leave the school unless from the exit and the entrance area. That's it. You cannot leave the school at all. It's a prison. when me and Sam are there, we'll leave all the
We
time.
left
Like
every
we'll,
single day.
especially when we were
Yeah.
seniors, bro. Chick-fil-A, In-N-Out, McDonald's, everything. Like we just dipped it, man. Even before that, it was funny because I remember it was senior ditch day, and then me and Sam were like, "Man, we ditch every day. Like, what's the whole point of doing this?" And
Yeah.
Yeah.
then I don't know. Rancho back then was really like chill, but now it's like strict lockdown, no visitors allowed, certain hours at this, no leaving, whack. I don't
So
know, but
for
it's all good.
your guys' podcast, how do you? Because you guys have a. I mean, I was looking at your Instagrams, and then you guys have like a lot of guests that are like artists and well like bands. I guess you guys had like a band recently, right? And
Yeah.
Yeah.
how do you guys find these people? Like you guys know these people personally, or they like hit you guys up, or how does that process go?
It varies sometimes. It's like sometimes they'll hit us up. Like for example, Velveteen, they hit us up. So did Laguna. But sometimes we'll just reach out to bands. Like for our second episode, we reached out to Freddie Rascal from Desert Island Boys,
Hmm.
and then from there, Nathan reached out to us. And I think last band we reached out to were Miles and Male, because we
Yeah.
saw them at a So Far concert.
Hmm.
So
Mm.
whenever we get a chance, we'll go out and if we like them or we'll be the ones to approach them. But if not, now I guess now we've built like a more of a credibility, so people
Right.
feel more free to reach out to us if they want to get their stuff out there or if they just want to talk or whatever.
Mm.
That's really good, and that's the good part about like what we all do is because the networking aspect. Um,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's you
Yeah.
literally once you meet one person, it opens so many doors to the next
Yeah.
person, and each person opens more doors and windows for you, and that's I mean honestly that's the secret of making it. Honestly, just all these people you
Networking.
know, man. Like for us, I mean a lot of people do like kind of hit us up, mostly like our friends and stuff, and like we're gonna have this group of rappers called the Robbery
Mhm.
Oh,
when we come back, and like that's probably I'm really excited for that one.
Sam fell in love with them.
Like I'm literally
Love.
a fan of
He's
them.
he's a big pro. Are you guys familiar with what type of music do you guys like try to hit? I guess is it just all or is have like because ours is kind of like rappers and stuff.
I'd say all for us, but
Yeah.
mainly we're more familiar with kind of like rock. So if like
Rock.
I would talk with like a rapper, I might understand some things they'll tell me, but not everything. I don't
Right.
feel.
Ah.
Sometimes I feel a little like I don't know enough, maybe. But we're always
Mm.
welcome to having anyone on.
That's what's up. No, but yeah, what's called so Sam, if you're familiar with like hip hop in general, there's this group called there was a group called Pro Era with Joey Badass. You guys know him?
I know
Yeah.
him. I don't know the
Yeah.
group, but I do know Joey Badass.
So that type of sound and that type of vibe that they have is what the Robbery has, and that's why Sam like connects with them like off the
Yeah, I'm
bat.
excited for
And but they
that.
are dope. They are dope rappers though,
They're
man. That's like
local.
Yeah, local.
yeah. And we just met him through who do we meet him through Felix, right?
Yeah, our
Yeah,
boy
through Felix.
Felix. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys
How did you guys?
oh
Go
go
ahead.
for it, JC? No, I think you're really gonna get on. You're gonna get to what I was about to say.
How did you guys meet? What's it called? Leslie, Valley of the Arts.
Oh,
Leslie.
that was through I guess through Instagram really. Like
Yeah,
I
we
guess
haven't met her in person.
like in person.
Oh.
Yeah, only interaction we had was when she put us on her top 5 for community supporters
Hmm.
this
Mm.
recently. Other than that, I don't know. That's it.
Yeah, no. Well, you guys
Yeah.
had her on, right?
Yeah, we've had
I
her
Yeah.
saw that you
Yeah.
guys had
twice.
some
We actually had
oh
her
twice.
on. Yeah, we had her in 2 days ago or yesterday.
Yes, yesterday.
Yesterday. Yeah. She's dope, bro. She's a gangster, man. She's like she's super, she's dope, bro. She's like she knows what she's doing.
And you guys know
Yeah.
Hector as well. Mythic Apex 47.
Hector, no, the only way I know of him was because Trippy told us that he helped him design the pigeon on one of his paintings.
Right.
And so I just felt the need to like, well, I gotta tag Mythic in this also
Uh,
because like it's his works.
yeah, I saw that. That's
Just give him some
very,
credit.
especially with
That's
the
dope.
eyeball in the middle. That's Hector
Yeah.
right there.
You guys know him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my
Person?
boy.
He actually
Oh,
designed
that's-
he designed our logo.
Yeah,
oh, sick.
Yeah.
that's what we had. He went to Rancho with us, and then I just met him because I was cool. I mean, I knew him because I had a couple classes with him, and then he once we started the podcast, he was like, "Yo, like I'm on, let's go."
So
He
you
he's
guys
dope,
have
man.
on like mainly just what type of do you guys have a type of guest that you guys have on or is it just anyone?
So I mean, it's yeah, it's very similar to you guys. Yes, we do have like rappers, and that's kind of like what it originated. Like at first, it was just kind of like rappers and producers, stuff like that. But then we kind of like it's just influencers, people who are like popping on Instagram, basically creatives of Las Vegas. Because then we met up with Valley of the Arts at one of our events, and we are just chopping it up for like a good like 30 minutes, and then she like what she's trying to build is dope, and what we're trying to build, connects with her. So from there, like, hey, let's just like create a platform for creatives, not necessarily just rappers and like hip hop, people, but just a whole Las Vegas thing. So we could put because we gotta put Vegas on the map because that's like the whole thing how it originated because like you go to LA, you already know everything's established over there. You go to New York, everything's established over there.
yeah,
I don't know
That's the
about
exact same
Vegas.
feeling we had, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
because
everybody
Vegas,
runs to LA to try and make it, but why
yeah.
not just do it here?
And something
exactly.
that
Yeah.
I've always said since the beginning was that Vegas has a lot of haters, honestly, like whether it sounds harsh or not, like there's a lot of haters here that don't want to
Yeah.
see somebody succeed. Like if you guys are doing good, somebody's going to be like, "Nah,
Yeah.
we got to cancel that or something." So we're trying to
yeah,
flip that on the complete opposite side of the spectrum. We
The
need to build
culture.
this community, this culture as people from Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I feel like especially, I mean, I guess all of us are within the same age range, so it's
Right.
easier for us to connect and, do our own things than if we were
Uh-huh.
to go with people, other people and stuff like that.
And that's like another crazy part, man, because you never saw this like a couple years ago.
no,
Nobody, or I mean, if it did happen, it didn't continue because obviously we don't know about this. But
mm,
like everybody around our age, now you guys are like 2021, right?
mm,
So everyone
Yeah.
around our age is doing this and younger too. Like Valley of the Arts, she's what? She's 18.
18.
She's
Yeah.
18. We had a shoe like custom shoe
Artist.
artist. She's
Oh,
what
that's
like
cool.
17.
Lexa. Yeah.
Like
17.
all the new generation and people like around our age are just had that click at the same exact time and just
Yeah.
started doing like what they felt like they needed to do or what they wanted to do, which is
It's pretty
it's
cool.
crazy, man.
Because half the time I don't even, yeah, like you say, half the time we don't even know each other, and somehow we all at the same time. Because I don't know how long have you guys been doing this?
We started in
October, no?
September.
September?
October? September, yeah.
Oh,
Late
see?
September. Yeah. It's not that long, honestly. Before
Yeah.
that, I was doing YouTube, and that's kind of like where it all started, low key. Because like at the time, it was just there was this thing I called JC Media, where it's basically I report news on like hip hop and also basketball because I love basketball. And then
mm.
I just got tired of like editing. I got copyrighted every single video, bro. Because I'll be yeah, man. I'll be using like the highlights of whoever was playing and stuff. And then I got copyrighted, bro. I was about to get taken down, and I'm like, man, I only got like 30 followers. Like, I just didn't even enjoy it. And it got to the point where I didn't like it felt like a job. And then I was like, nah, if I'm
Yeah,
trying to do this, it's because I don't want to make it feel like a job. Like I want to make it, like
Yeah.
something I'm vibing with all the time. And then I started like I'm like, damn, you know what? I'm gonna do a podcast because that's more easier and I'm good at talking with people, you know what I mean? And then so from there I was like, all right, I'm gonna try out this guy, and I didn't connect with him, and I tried with Sam, and I don't know why I didn't try out with Sam like instantly,
Yeah, he's
but
an
right off the
idiot.
bat, Yeah, I know. I've been rolling with Sam since like 7 years now, and then right off the bat, that's it. We took off from there.
It's funny though, cause I told him like a long time ago, bro. Like we should do a
Yeah,
podcast. Like we our
yeah,
conversations are like podcast material, and
yeah.
then it like that
I,
conversation just kind of ended from there. Like it didn't continue. But
and then that's
Yeah.
the best part too. Do you guys feel like you guys have this type of relationship? Because like I feel like any conversation that I have with Sam, if I were to secretly record it, that's a
Oh
podcast.
yeah,
Like,
there's
Yeah.
some good stuff there. Yeah.
yeah, I know.
Even if we're just like making jokes at each other right now, like right now, we were testing out how the Skype worked out like a little bit ago, and then
Uh,
me and Alan were talking, and then I went to go get my headphones, and he's like, "But they don't have a mic," and I was like, "But I'm pretty sure it'll work with the computer's mic."
uh,
And then I put them on, and then I mouth like, "Can you hear me?" And I was like, "Bro, I can't hear you." And I was like, "I'm just fucking with you."
that's
That's
funny.
funny,
Bro,
man. That's dope, man.
like
Hey,
that
so
one.
so for CSM, what are you guys going for? What's your guys' majors?
I'm majoring in photography, well, commercial photography.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I think I got like one more year left in that.
Yeah, that's dope.
And then I'm doing my associates, and hopefully transfer it to UNLV for architecture.
Oh,
Oh
architecture.
shit,
Oh, wow.
we got a boy in
We got
architecture.
Yeah, he's part of the crew. What's called Luis, man. He right now he's like struggling with that class, but like just get ready for architect, man.
Yeah.
It's yeah, from his experience, that fool's always tripping. Like,
Bro, this fool
yeah.
Luis, like literally, if you go into his house, he has like what was his? He had like he was showing us yesterday, like the big ass like wooden like
Oh yeah.
circle like
So
intricate design thing. Like
so
it was
basically
crazy.
he's really good at like designing like his backyard, he designed it. His closet, like last week he showed us what it was and it was terrible. It was like garbage. And then he showed it to us yesterday. Super clean, fresh.
Like he built himself a whole like walk-in closet and everything. And
Uh-huh.
yeah, but like
Man, it
So
was
he's
top.
very good. Hands on.
he's always stressing about something too. Yeah, like he said.
Yeah, so if architect is your thing though, do it, bros. You got
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Thanks, man. You guys, what about you guys?
I so I'm going to CSM for the associate of business, and I'm trying to transfer like you to UNLV, and then right there just major in marketing.
Uh,
I
Trying to,
I was going
Marketing
to
is good.
oh shit.
thank you. Huh?
Oh no, we all like kind of froze up for a bit. Are we good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't hear what
Yeah,
you
I
we're
guys.
think
good. Or
so.
I can see you guys.
Oh, I didn't. What did you guys say earlier? I didn't hear it. Sorry.
Oh no, it's just that I'm trying to transfer to UNLV. Hopefully, this is my final. No, well, yeah. If I finish everything properly, this is my final semester there at
Oh,
CSN.
okay.
So on to
Nice.
UNLV.
But
Get a
yeah,
pop in there. We used
I
to record in. You guys record in the UNLV studio, right? I mean, in the UNLV rooms.
No, but
No,
we have
and
checked them out.
yeah.
Uh, because
We were
we used to
thinking
record
about it.
at CSN. Um, But in the break room, that's where we started. Like in like the police, or not the police, the security break room. That was the only spot CSN had at the time. Because CSN, they're not like they barely built
Following.
that student union last semester. Yeah,
Yeah.
so we had to like sneak our way in, and then yeah, so we recorded, and they kicked us out a couple times.
literally on our
But
first episode, you can hear the security guard kicking us out.
yeah, that's true.
But yeah,
That's
it's
funny.
crazy. I'm not.
Was
I'm not going to school right now. I was, but I don't know. That shit sucks. I don't know about that.
Nah.
It's because I don't know what I want to do. Honestly, like I was going to school for radiation therapy and like radiology stuff, but like I didn't. I don't really am interested in that. I was just doing it
You
for like
weren't
a
passionate about
career.
it.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I stopped going to school because honestly, it was just a waste of money for me. I was just giving them money at that point, and
and it's like because to you, you probably feel like bad about that, but honestly, bro, like I've admired that because here's why: if you don't know what you want and you're forcing yourself to do something that you don't want to do, then like You know,
Yeah.
at the end, ultimately, you're gonna lose, brother. Like, you know, that's the truth. That's the reality of it. You can't just like, because even we have a lot of friends who, I guess, you know, we're all going through it. Like, damn, you know, we're young right now. Is the time to like, you know,
Experiment. Try to
experiment. Yeah,
figure it out.
exactly. Trying
Yeah.
to figure it out. And a lot of them, they're like, man, I'm already, because technically I am a junior in college, technically, but I just
Yeah.
like, changed my elective, I mean my major like 2 semesters ago. But what's it called? But I still got my credits in the right way. But a lot of our friends, they're like, man, you know, I'm already 3 years in. Like, I'm gonna do
Might as
this
well.
this way. Yeah. I'm like, nah, bro. Like, you're still so young, you know. But you're good, Sam. You know, you're
Yeah.
still a
No,
baby.
believe me, bro. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I mean, sometimes I do think about it, like, damn, what the hell am I gonna do? But like, in reality, I just want to do this, bro. I just want to build our brand, our company. So,
Oh,
like,
our squad.
I don't need to go to school for anything if I'm just gonna do this, you know?
Yeah.
Especially if you hate it. Because
Yeah.
then down the road, you're going to be like, fuck, I hate this.
Because we also
Serious.
know friends that like have degrees in something and they're not in that field at all. So,
Oh, yeah,
Oh, really?
mhm.
Wow, that's
yeah,
kind of a waste of money at that point. I feel.
yeah. For me, marketing is kind of like I kind of see it like this. I kind of see it like I'm like, all right, because it's good. It's good for networking purposes. You know what I mean? Because you could meet so many people within different industries. Like I'm really passionate about music. I want to go into the music industry. I'm really passionate about basketball. I would be, you know, more than happy to go work with the Lakers and do something marketing with them, collab with
Hell
them
yeah.
or something. You know what I mean? But that's why I see marketing the thing. And then I mean just like business classes and stuff, it's kind of chill if you really think about it.
Yeah. I'm
I mean,
pretty sure what you learned in those classes, you can put it towards this podcast and your brand.
oh, for sure, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Market
Like
that
I
too.
had, like my last job was a marketing job for this cinema learning business where they would
Hmm.
show educational movies in movie theaters. And like I don't know why I got hired, to be honest. I didn't know shit about marketing, but I learned like after like a couple months started to get the hang of it, and everything I learned from there I've been putting it towards our podcast. And it does help,
Mhm.
uh like even learning through it, but I believe experience is more valuable.
Oh yeah, easily. Yeah.
100%.
You're gonna always learn like more while you're actually doing it. You know what I mean? Instead of
Yeah.
reading a book, like you're gonna learn more just in the action of doing stuff. For sure, though.
But so how do you have you guys seen like a growth with your platform, or how, if you haven't, like how do you, I guess, kind of deal with that? Because some people would get discouraged, you know, like, oh, I've been doing this for this amount of time and I don't have 1 million followers yet. So like, how do
Yeah,
you guys
I
deal with that?
think
Or
I think you have to be from the start. You have to kind of put your, I guess, your goals. You have to make them realistic, or put them
Hmm.
like, or little by little. Like me and Alan will be, like since the start we were like we're doing this because we enjoy it. Like the minute it starts being overwhelming, which it did when we were doing, because we were pumping out 2 a week for like a little bit. So it started getting overwhelming, recording and then editing and then work and school.
Yeah.
Everything just kind of started getting in the way. And then, but that was kind of the point to get ourselves out there. So that way, that's why we started pushing out so many. And then
Uh-huh.
from the beginning, we were like, this will take time. And I mean, technically, even if you start a business probably makes you money a year or maybe even two after you open it.
Yeah.
Because people
Yeah.
don't understand. It's always a
Pa-
process.
patience.
Mhm.
Patience is
And
key,
Yeah.
bro.
And I think compared to how we are when we started, we've improved. From my perspective, we've improved in how we are organized in the interviews. Compared to the first episode where we were all over the place. Uh,
yeah,
but I mean, we upload our things through Anchor, and we see like which
Yeah.
episodes do the best. Like it tells us the numbers. We're almost to 1,000 plays overall, and we're almost to around 200 followers. So I think the
Nice.
pace that we're at is fine.
you
Yeah,
know,
that's good.
It
Yeah,
bro.
just
you guys started in January. Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
really good.
Anchor's a lifesaver, man. Anchor makes
Anchor is
Oh,
everything
so dope,
so
dude.
easy.
yeah.
Bro, and it was so perfect timing, bro. I cannot express this, but like
yeah.
literally, we record our first podcast, right? Me and Sam, we recorded our first podcast, and are you guys familiar with this dude named Gary V?
No.
Have you guys heard of him? No.
I don't think
So
so.
he's just like this entrepreneur, like big influencer guy, businessman. He does all of that basically, and I really connected with him. Like I really like, if anything, he's a big reason why the podcast exists because like, he's all about content, being happy, hustling, stuff like that. And then but yeah, so then like since I usually daily like every single day consume his content, I was actually listening to one of his podcasts, and coincidentally, it was about starting a podcast, and I was like, "What the heck? Like, this is so perfect!" And I heard it, and he's like, because basically he was talking on the phone with one of his fans, and he's like, "Bro, start a podcast. Literally, just grab on your phone, go on Anchor, and do this, this, and that." And the guy was like, "Anchor? What is that?" Oh, Anchor. Anchor is a platform that distributes all your audio and stuff like that. And I was like, bro, I texted this fool right after. I was like, yo, Anchor is the move. And he saw it. Bam. Anchor's so dope, man. I love Anchor.
So
Shout out
you guys do
Anchor.
have your stuff up on Spotify and Apple Podcasts?
Spotify, Apple Podcasts recently, for the longest time, Apple was like not accepting us for some reason. I have no idea. But recently we're on there. We're probably there like not for a minute, but what's called at first for the first couple of months, for some reason they didn't accept us. I don't know why.
Yeah. I remember when me and Diego first got on Spotify, we were like jumping up like little girls
Yeah,
in the
bro.
study room because they're like, oh
We're
shit, we're on
excited, dude.
Spotify.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
dope, right? It's
It's
cool.
hella cool. That's how
Yeah.
we felt as
Like
well too.
you,
Yeah,
you
you
could
get
go
all
on
proud.
somebody's phone. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could go on somebody's phone and just like look Spotify. Oh, boom, that's me.
Yeah.
No, I love Spotify. Do you guys do videos on your
No,
podcast?
Not yet.
Uh,
not yet. We've been
yeah.
meaning to, but I mean, the thing is, we probably need like a bigger, like a more invested crew, I guess, to edit it mainly. Because I
Uh,
see how you guys have it up, and that's actually really good. Where you guys have one still
Thank
camera at
you.
the end of the table, that
Uh,
makes it way easier to not have to edit out every single frame individually, and
Right.
then so like you know, but not yet. We haven't really messed with it yet.
That's
Hey,
what
for the
JC was
camera,
telling me.
bro, good luck, man. Because that's like our biggest problem, dude.
Yeah.
It's because it's not that we don't record. So we actually record with this laptop that I'm using. We record from there. I connect my hard drive, and then we just record for an hour or whatever. And then and this is not it's not a camera, like it's this laptop is built for like school and like work. It's not for
Yeah.
creating stuff,
To record
So
hour
it's
long videos.
to record for an hour, and then like I have like thousands of songs on my hard drive for the music, and then I just have hours and hours of our videos, and I do have a separate hard drive, but like it's processing a lot of information for this little laptop. So at one point, we started using our phone, right? We were using
Yeah.
your phone, Sam.
We were using
Yeah, and
my
then like it
phone.
was too big of a file, so it would just like encrypt. And then same thing here until I got the hard drive where it started finally like working. But definitely the capturing like video has been the hardest thing for us,
Yeah,
easily.
because I could imagine like an hour on your phone is like what, 5, 6 gigabytes, give or take?
I mean, these webcam videos or the screen recording is 5 gigs every. If we go for an hour,
Oh,
it's 5 gigs. So, and for our my phone, I remember when we started doing it on my phone, JC, that shit was like 17 gigs, bro, or something like that, dude. Stupid. One video.
Hey,
4K.
there was a good stretch where we didn't record video because like it'll all get like deleted, or the Sam's phone would like overheat and just like stop working, and then we're like, damn, what do we do? So then So I just connected the hard drive, and then that's what been working for us. But for sure, improving the quality and different camera angles, like how you said, that'll be, that's the
Yeah.
next steps.
I
Yeah,
mean,
no, for us when we want to start with video, we're planning on getting help. We got a tech friend of ours, his name is Larry. He's like a technical genius, to be honest. He's helped us
And
so
Larry
much.
Larry sounds like a name of like a tech.
Shout out
No,
Larry.
he's like a lifesaver when it comes to all this tech stuff. And I got a couple of videographer friends that could probably help us out with the videos. So it's just a matter of time.
and sometimes you even meet them through the podcast, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
so one thing
Another.
I did,
Oh, go for it.
real
Sorry.
quick notice, huh?
No, go for it. Sorry.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I like how you have your mics on the like hooked up on the table, so they're like hands free. Because ours we have them on like little tripods,
Uh-huh.
and yours you have them kind of like more freely. So I was like, oh shit. When I saw that, I was like, it's pretty cool that you guys actually took the time to plan out your set and actually have like equipment, so it doesn't sound bad or anything like that.
It's basically though just to like make it easier, honestly. So like for like the camera angle, how you guys were saying, it would be cool to have those individual, cameras for each person while you're talking. But one, like you mentioned, editing that would suck because you literally have
Oh
to
yeah.
match the audio with the
Yeah.
clip
Yeah,
and
that's the
keep
whole
on
crew
cutting
you need
it.
right
That's
there.
like a second, every second, like a different camera angle, which is not fun. And also, like we film in my room, so if we would have different angles, like you're gonna see my bed, you're gonna see like my
Yeah.
closet. So like that table
The
angle just
laundry
works
basket.
perfectly because it just keeps everything there. And
Yeah.
like the camera, I really want to invest in a good camera to make the video look really good, but and like the problem we've been having about the videos getting corrupted or deleted or like all these problems, it's such an easy fix, but it's just you need to invest in that because you can just get a good camcorder that can record for hours and then just like a, I don't know what it's called, but like a little cable that links it to your computer, so you're just recording from your computer instead of the camera. Like the camera is just like the eyeball, but your computer is
But all the
recording it.
information's going straight.
Exactly.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's such an easy fix to do it, but it's expensive because we've
Yeah.
been looking at cameras and we just can't drop that,
Yeah,
especially
I feel that, man. I wanted to get like some other mics, like some Shure mics,
Mhm.
but they're
Oh
like
hell no.
$200 mics. I was like, oh, I think I'm gonna pass on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm pretty sure our next big purchase is getting those arms
Mhm.
that you guys have, because
Bro,
that's
10
like,
bucks Amazon.
yeah. But it's like for us, since we're not always in that room, it would be a pain in the ass to take them off,
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
put
okay,
them
okay.
on. But it's like, I don't know, it'd just be cool to have one of those.
Yeah.
Bro, these shits
If
fall
any-
all the time, bro. Literally, like these are not connected because they just fall like randomly. Like in the middle of the night, I just hear a thump hit the ground. I'm like, what the hell? And it's the arm that falls on the floor. And on our podcast too, you can see people struggling because it's like falling off the table.
They're like, oh shit.
Yeah, it never happens to
Yo,
mine. I
Sam,
don't
what time
know.
are we at?
We are at, let me check, 50 minutes.
15 minutes?
50, yeah.
Alright,
How long
oh
do you
shoot, what
guys
happened
usually
to
keep it running?
What's up?
How long do you guys usually keep it running? Like an hour?
Yeah, like around that long.
Especially because we had one that was almost like what, like Nathan's was almost
2
like 2 hours, man.
Jesus
When
Christ.
I had to, I'm usually the one to edit. I was like, oh man, I suffered, and it was just audio.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it just
That's
takes a while.
another thing that why this thing is a lifesaver. Cause
Oh, yeah,
again,
bro.
how all the audio is like on here on my boards, and I can connect to Bluetooth. It's recording all of that on one or on separate channels, but it's recording it all like together, like sewn together. So we don't have to jump into the editing program and put the song or put the audio here, or like if we have like a clip, we don't have to put that in there. Like it's literally just all straight recorded together. So
Man, it wouldn't hurt to look into one of those because
Yeah.
might make our lives easier.
our editing process is just syncing the audio with the video, and that's it. Yeah.
That's what we
All
gotta
right.
do.
Start crying. Yeah.
Roadcaster is what I would recommend to be like the biggest investment, I guess.
It's been
Yeah.
our biggest. This shit's not cheap. It's been our
I
biggest
bet.
investment so far, but it saved us a lot. It's a huge lifesaver. And
Yeah.
these mics too, they were, I mean,
Like
not as
cool. Yeah.
expensive, but yeah. I don't know, guys. You guys want to continue it, or should we cut it, save
What
it for
what
the next one?
what would the screen recording trip out? Because last time we lost all the video and audio.
I don't know. Probably. I don't want to trust on that screen recording.
I know. It's because we did a podcast 2 days ago, and it was with the podcast with Juan, the podcast guy, and then we're an hour in, and then it just froze. Sam's laptop froze, which didn't capture our audio, didn't capture the video, so we had to like delete everything, and it was so whack because it was so good.
Well, I mean, if you
But I
guys
mean,
want, we can continue this on whenever everything settles down. We'll have you guys down where we record, and we'll do
yeah,
like a second part to this.
I like
there
that
You
you
guys be
go.
idea.
down?
There you go.
Yeah.
All
Yep.
right, for sure.
All right,
Let's
then.
wrap it up, Sammy.
Yes, sir. Thank you
All
guys
right.
so much for listening to this Fire Squad podcast. Thank you guys, Modest Art, for joining us. Or what were you saying,
This
JC?
artist podcast.
Modest artist.
Modest Artist.
Oh,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
modest artist. So usually I say for pulling up, right? Like, it's whoever's coming up. But thank you, the Modest Artist Podcast, for hopping on the Skype.
Hopping on the
No.
Skype. There you go.
To do this
Thanks for having
podcast
us.
with you.
Thank you guys. This was a lot of fun.
What are your
Alright,
guys'
yeah,
social
same.
medias so we can get the people to follow you guys?
Oh, you can find us on Instagram at the Modest Artist Podcast, and we're also on Twitter. We always mess this up. It's at underscore modest underscore artist. I'm sure, but you'll find it.
Something like that.
Yeah, and you guys can catch us. We're on Spotify, SoundCloud, or no, not SoundCloud. Apple
Apple
Podcasts.
Podcasts. The main two, because
Yeah.
we tried using a SoundCloud and they wanted us to like sign up for a membership, and we were like, nah.
Oh,
And then
really?
but yeah.
All
But
right.
thank you guys. We
Thank-
appreciate it. We wish you guys the best with your podcast as well.
Thank you. We
Yeah.
Same as
appreciate
you
that.
guys. You guys as well.
Thank
But-
you, man.
Thank you guys for listening to the Fire Squad podcast. You can find us on anchor.fm/Fire Squad. Same what they just said. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Breaker. What do we have? Radio Public.
Radio Public.
Some shit,
Google
man. Yeah,
Podcast.
Google Podcast. Instagram,
YouTube.
Fire Squad Brand. YouTube, Fire Squad Brand. Twitter, Fire. I don't even know our Twitter, honestly. It's all in this. It's all in the description. FS Brand.
TikTok.
Oh yeah,
TikTok.
TikTok. Oh, we didn't even talk about TikTok. You guys make a TikTok, please.
Yeah.
You guys, do you guys do
TikTok?
TikToks?
I've been telling Diego to make a TikTok. He
man.
doesn't want us to make one.
Hey man, it may seem a little bit corny, but it's worth it, bro.
Like, bro, I got
Yeah.
the
For us.
down. Let's
Bro,
do
You
it.
guys do TikTok?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do.
I guess. I
Bro.
guess we'll have to hop on it.
That fool gets like
Yeah.
thousands of views on his TikToks.
For
Yeah.
real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm just doing
alright.
random stuff, yo. I'm just feeding my dog and some of them, and everything goes popping. Oh my god.
Anyways, thank you
Check
guys.
the site.
Everybody stay safe because this Corona stuff is crazy. And other
Yeah,
than
man.
that,
Hopefully it ends soon so we could link up, meet up in person.
yep.
Hell yeah.
All right. And with that being said, always support the kids, please. And we are outie. Peace.
All right, y'all. Peace.